Alrighty then, we're back.
Woo!
We are
Yes.
Background Noise Convos podcast. I am IcedHazelnut
And Grape Adler. She kind of froze. I'm like, oh, are you good? You good, sir?
You good, bro? We're coming to you with
Ma'am, sir?
podcast 31. And this one is about soundtracks. So we talked about music a few podcasts back. We talked covers. That was a fun one. I like.
Yeah.
Because I love music.
And there's a Spotify playlist. Are you going to make one for this one?
There's a Spotify playlist and music if you go in the description on either if you're in YouTube or Spotify. And I did one for the cover songs. There's a playlist. It's a lot of songs.
Yeah.
And so look in the description. There should be
It's like all the songs.
link.
There's only a couple that you couldn't find links to, right? Or you couldn't find the covers.
Songs. Yeah, that's Use Me by Fiona Apple. It was a live version.
And
Band on the Run.
Yeah, by the Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters.
Okay.
And
but are you going to use soundtracks?
Why? Huh?
Are you going to use soundtracks?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was asking. Yeah. I was like, are you going to do soundtracks?
I don't know if I'm going to do all the songs. I can't. There's like no way I could do all, but I'll pick at least how many do you think? I have one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6,
well,
7.
I would say the most
8, 9,
popular
10, 11, 12,
off the
13,
soundtrack,
14, 15,
and you're going to see what I
16,
mean in a
18.
minute.
I have 18 soundtracks.
God damn.
And actually,
sorry,
I have these soundtracks because I have these in my database, so I have them.
Nerd.
How dare you? And and I'll try to let you know. It's either vinyl or I have the CD.
Well, depending on how
or a cassette. One's even a cassette.
Gross Point Blank.
Yes. I'm like, yes. So
I saw it sitting on your table one day. I'm like, does she has a table with this?
I was looking up like how much it's worth, and average it's like an $18 to $20.
Wow.
The cassette, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would say a good rule of thumb probably be like the most popular.
Yeah.
So, or populars, depending. So, how do you want to do this? Because you have more than I do.
You go first.
Okay.
You just talk through yours, and then I'll just do mine.
So, I got Batman Forever as my first one. Was popped in my head when you said soundtracks as a thing. The most popular, Kiss from a Rose by Seal. That's the most famous off that. It wasn't actually for the soundtrack. It was on the soundtrack, I should say, and it's known with Batman, but it was actually on his previous album.
Oh, okay.
So,
Seals?
Seals, yes.
Okay.
Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, U2.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one.
Okay. What was that from? What soundtrack?
Batman Forever. I'm
still
talking about Batman Forever.
Sorry. Oh, wow.
So, and then there was Mazzy Star, PJ Harvey, and Brandy were also on there, and Offspring. The Offspring were also on there.
You got to keep them separated.
Very 90s. Not that song.
Oh.
These are all different songs, but I just, they're just to give you an idea of how 90s it was.
Oh, okay.
What was it, 96, 95?
I don't know.
Like I didn't write down the year. I'm horrible.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I'm a nerd.
Yes, that's true. The Bodyguard, I've always liked that soundtrack. Yeah. And that was all, well...
God.
No. Well, that was Dolly Parton, as we know.
Okay.
And we talked about that in the covers.
Yes.
But that's one of the most famous. But the other ones, I think, for Whitney Houston were written for the movie.
Okay.
So...
She didn't write them? Someone else wrote them?
I don't know if she wrote them.
Oh,
so
okay.
she could have written some of them, but...
Okay.
But I know that I'm pretty sure that the rest of it was written for her, at least. Not so much the movie, but for her.
Okay.
Except for, obviously, I Will Always Love You.
Right.
But that's always a good one.
Oh,
what was the other song off that one? I Have Nothing. That's another one. That's a good one from that soundtrack. Very Whitney-esque.
Whitney-esque.
So, just throwing that one out there. Reality Bites.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Lisa Loeb, Stay, I Missed You. That's the most famous. What are you doing?
I'm pushing this little tuffet over. Oh. It's in my way.
Oh, it's like, what?
Sorry.
So, yeah, that was the only one. Let's see what else. Oh, My Sharona, The Knack was in that soundtrack. Obviously, that's a big part of the movie. Baby, I Love You Way was also a big part of the movie, but that was by Big Mountain. I think what they played was Frampton in the movie. But in the soundtrack, it's Big Mountain. And another U2 song, All I Want Is You. Again, not for the soundtrack, but they put it in the soundtrack. It was from
one of their
albums
or records.
The previous albums, yes. So
okay.
And then I got Gross My Blank also.
Okay.
So
Go ahead. You can talk.
I was like, what was it? The Clash. I don't even remember. I was like, I just remember it's like I like the soundtrack. I didn't look for it.
Well, when we come to it, I'll.
Yes.
Yeah. If that's all you have right there. If that's all you remember from.
I actually wrote the stuff for Reality Bites in the Gross Point Blank, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I didn't do Gross Point Blank.
I thought I had that, but I guess I didn't get it. I have the movie.
Yes,
that's
you
what
have
I'm
the movie.
thinking.
Yes.
I have Reality Bites the movie.
Yes, I think I had it at one point, and I might have given it away because I didn't listen to it as much. So, I was gonna say, Gross My Blank has one of my favorite Clash songs, "Rudy Can't Fail."
Oh yeah,
That's in there. Yes, and what's the other song that I was like, oh, I can see clearly now, but it's not Jimmy Cliff, right? Where's it, Jimmy Cliff?
Yeah, Jimmy Cliff.
Is it Jimmy Cliff in there? Yeah. Okay. Why did it sound?
No, sorry, Johnny Nash.
It's Johnny Nash.
Johnny Nash.
I'm like,
sorry,
it's not
sorry,
Jimmy Cliff.
It's Johnny. I mean, he might have covered it. A lot of people have covered.
There's
that
another
song.
cover.
yeah. A lot of people have covered that song.
Yeah.
Especially other reggae artists. So
yeah, those are the two that stick out in my mind.
Yeah.
Purple Rain.
Oh,
don't have to. You might have difficulty trying to find a song you like.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Purple Rain. When Doves
I'm
Cry.
pretty sure I don't have that.
Let's Go Crazy. I Would Die for You. Great soundtrack. The movie was decent. But yeah, the soundtrack, I mean, Hard Day's Night. That's another one of my favorite soundtracks. I don't even... Hard Day's Night could be... Yeah. That could be the one. I mean, there's so many different songs on there, but that's the one that sticks out. Another good movie. I haven't watched that movie in forever.
So. I've never seen it.
I put The Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, and St. Elmo's Fire because they all had not soundtracks, but different songs, distinct songs from each one. Okay. Like, Don't You Forget About Me is Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Pretty in Pink, Psychedelic Furs, Pretty in Pink, then St. Elmo's Fire. St. Elmo's Fire.
What's that one? The Psychedelic Furs? What's the song?
Pretty in Pink.
Oh.
It's called Pretty in Pink.
They had another one, though.
They had a couple. There is a couple on that soundtrack.
I'm trying to remember. I was like on the tip of my tongue and I can't like. Go on.
Yeah.
The guy had such a deep, distinct voice. Yeah.
So.
What is his name? I can't remember. I used to know Richard something. Maybe not. I don't know. Go on.
I just never. I was trying to. What was it? St. Elmo's Fire.
Okay.
I cannot remember the artist. I know the song. I can't remember the artist. I just keep remembering Ducky when they were in Pretty in Pink. And they're driving by the house because she's looking at the houses because she's, she doesn't have that much money. So she's looking at all the mansions. Yeah. She's like, oh, I love that one. And he's going through the music like, are you deaf? He's like, not the song, the house. She's like, oh. He's like, oh. And then my last one, which came to me yesterday, Flash Gordon by Queen.
Oh.
So.
Savior of the universe.
Which they have a lot on there, but there's also a composer, Tom... I just saw the name. I should have wrote it down. But yeah, mostly it was Brian May and...
Oh, okay. Who did this soundtrack?
Brian May. The soundtrack? Well, all of them did, but mostly Brian May and the other... Who's the other one? Roger? I can't remember his name. I know. So, but yes.
Nice.
I was going to say that. It's just Flash Gordon.
Nice.
The San Francisco Giants, right?
That's a solid start. That's it? That's all you have?
That's all I have.
Oh, you have those or no? Or you just like them?
I like them. I've had them. I think I've had most of them. I don't think I ever had Queen, but I have downloaded it streaming. Hard Day Night I have. Purple Rain I have. Gross Point you have. Reality Bites I had. The Bodyguard I had. Batman Forever I had in both CD and cassette.
I could have sworn I had, unless I just overlooked the Reality
and
Bites.
all the other
sworn I had it.
All the other ones I just... I know you have the movie. It's right there.
Yeah.
All the other ones I just...
Gotcha.
Have streaming.
Oh, okay.
I will put out, because I see your real life. What is it called?
Send Me an Angel.
Send Me an Angel. Yeah. It's been in so many goddamn movies. My favorite, The Wizard.
Send me an angel.
Yes.
Right now.
So, what do you have?
Now.
Oh my god.
Okay, so my first starter has I don't know how many tracks. 17 tracks. I have it on vinyl. I got most of them as a...
Thrift.
Through Thrift. Saturday Night Fever, 1977.
Oh, nice.
The Bee Gees, basically. It's a bunch of Bee Gees songs. So basically Staying Alive, Night Fever, How Deep Is Your Love, Jive Talking, You Should Be Dancing. Yeah.
Wow.
Casey and the Sunshine Band. Oh, super underrated band to me.
Mm-hmm.
I love Casey and the Sunshine Band. So they have Boogie Shoes in that one.
Mm-hmm.
So many other songs, but those are the main ones that stood out to me. So I might just, I think whatever I talked about, maybe I'll just put those songs. So we'll see.
I think Casey and the Sunshine Band got swallowed up by the disco craze. Because, they are pretty, I was listening to a couple of their songs. Oh, yeah, they're pretty good, actually. Mm-hmm. So, and he's always been he never liked it. Casey, he never liked the disco.
Oh, the disco.
He's like, I always thought it was R&B music. I didn't like the disco.
Gotcha.
I didn't like that
label. The label. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's good music. The next one I have the vinyl again. I found it at a thrift store. American Hot Wax.
The heck? I never heard of that.
I've never seen the movie, but it sounds interesting. 1978. It's a 2-record set. Mm-hmm. Did I say 27? 27 cuts on that?
No, you didn't.
So, Professor LaPlano and the Planetones did Rock and Roll Is Here to Stay.
Okay.
On that.
Yeah.
Chuck Berry has a few. Reelin' and Rockin', Roll Over Beethoven, Sweet Little 16.
Nice.
The Chesterfields, Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Okay.
Oh, that song.
That's a good one.
Screamin' Jay Hawkins, I Put a Spell on You. Jerry Lee Lewis, Whole Lot of Shakin' Going On, and Great Balls of Fire. Little Richard, Tutti Frutti, and Bobby Darin, Splish Splash is on that.
What was the movie about?
I think it's set in the 50s, it sounds like.
What's it called?
These tunes. American Hot Wax. She's going to look it up.
American Hot Wax.
Yeah, you can read the description if you want once you find it. But I picked it out because I loved all the songs on there. That's why the reason and what were how much did I pay for them? I don't think I paid more than $2.
I would say they usually run $2 or $3.
Yeah, per vinyl, and it had to be in good condition, like hardly scratched at all or whatever. So.
American Hot Wax, a biographical film. The film that tells the story of the pioneering disc jockey Alan Freed.
Okay.
In 1950, helped introduce rock and roll. Current the term rock and roll. Mm-hmm. The film starred Fran Drescher, Jay Leno, Lorraine Newman.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying the ones that I know. There's
wow. I don't think I ever saw the movie, but I looking at the... their pictures are on there, too. I remember seeing their pictures when I was going through to plug it into my database. So...
Interesting.
Nerd.
The film bombed, but the soundtrack is considered solid. Yeah.
So this next one, 21 tracks... Merry Christmas from Sesame Street, 1975.
That is a good one, though.
So it's the vinyl I have, and I found that. We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Deck the Halls, Jingle Bells, Winter Wonderland. I Hate Christmas by Oscar the Grouch.
Wow.
And the 12 Days Of. That's
classic.
Yeah, that's classic.
I think I wore that out on you because the thing fell apart. The first the first album we had.
Oh yeah.
And then you found it later on through thrift. But I think that thing that fell apart.
Too bad I can't find it on I don't even know if they put it on CD. If they have it on CD, that'd be cool to have a CD copy.
No, I can look. See if they at least have it on streaming.
True.
So go on.
Oh, they
keep
probably
going.
do. Hopefully they do, because then I could add it to the playlist. Mm-hmm. Next one is 10 tracks on it. It's The Big Chill, 1983. Marvin Gaye, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Mm-hmm. Temptations, My Girl. Three Dog Night, Joy to the World. Procol Harum, Whiter Shade of Pale. I love that song. I forget about that song.
Say, like, my one friend said Paler Shade of White. I'm like, that's not the song. I can't find it. I'm like, that's because it's not the song.
Whiter Shade of Pale, yeah. So those are the ones that stand out on that soundtrack, the Big Chill soundtrack. Okay. Mm-hmm. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up the Muppets Christmas, and I'm seeing thing for the Muppets Christmas Carol, which is also a good movie.
Put OST, original soundtrack. Muppets. Merry Christmas from Sesame Street is what it is. Merry Christmas from Sesame Street, OST, original soundtrack. Next one I'll then talk while you're looking for it is 20 tracks, Snatch, and that's a CD.
Okay.
Snatch the movie, right? We saw that. I saw that. I did see that movie. From 2001. That's the one where Brad Pitt had that really strong Irish accent, right?
Oh, okay. It took me a minute.
Yeah. 10cc does Dreadlock Holiday, Madonna, Lucky Star, and the Specials Ghost Town.
Okay.
So those are the ones that stood out to me on that soundtrack. And the next one I have is
something I wanted to do.
Muriel's Wedding, 1995. That's got 15 tracks. That has The Carpenters, We've Only Just Begun, Blondie, The Tide is High, ABBA, Waterloo, and I Do, I Do, I Do, and Dancing Queen. They have like 3 cuts on that. The Turtles, Happy Together. So.
Okay. If you look up the Sesame Street, you look it up, the Sesame Street cast, and it just has different ones. Can you go to... Yeah. That's the one, right?
Yes,
that's what it looks like.
it. Yeah.
Hold on, it might look a little different. Let me see if I can go to the album.
Turn it off.
Sorry.
Or mute it or something.
Yeah. So yeah, Sesame Street, Merry Christmas from Sesame Street.
Okay, cool.
But this is YouTube Music. I don't know
okay.
what Spotify is a little different.
Yeah.
So anyway, go on. Sorry, what was you saying?
No, I just finished Muriel's Wedding.
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah. Was that with
Toni Collette? That was in there. Her breakout
Toni Collette.
role.
Toni Collette, yeah. Her breakout role. Next,
here in the States.
Soundtrack has 19 tracks. It's Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
That's a good one.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good one for, what is that called? Like,
Bluegrass?
Not bluegrass, but, there's another name I'm trying to look for. I can't think of it.
Hillbilly?
No, gosh.
Country?
No. Don't keep talking, because it might come to me, it might not, but anywho.
3 a.m. I don't remember it.
I know. Norman Blake, so that was from 2000. The movie was funny, I have to say. And it had George Clooney in it. Yeah, dang. Can you believe it? Next year it'll be their 25th. You believe it? Norman Blake, You Are My Sunshine. Alison Krauss, Down to the River to Pray. Chris Thomas King, Hard Time Killing Floor Blues. Emmylou Harris, Alison Krauss, and Gillian Welch? Or Gillian. One of the two.
Yeah.
Didn't Leave Nobody But the Baby. So, all the songs are so good.
The song,
bluesy, some of them are, like, folksy. Definitely folksy.
Down by the River, I was waiting for that. No spoilers on Echo, but I was waiting for that song to get played.
Oh, I know. I couldn't believe it when they played it.
I was like, they're going to play that song.
I know that one.
I knew they were going to play it. I'm like, they're going to play that song at some point in this series.
Something about the good old... I haven't heard it in a long time, so hopefully... Well, I'll hear it when I make this playlist, so... I didn't realize I had this. It's a CD. So that was... hold on. Did I say what they were, the other ones? So Snatch, Muriel's Wedding, and Oh Brother are all CDs I have. I have another page here? Or is it just one? No, it's just one.
It looks like very thick paper you have.
Thick paper. Yes. So the next one I have is also the rest are CDs except for this other one in the middle. Anywho, 15 tracks. SNL, Saturday Night Live, 25, The Musical Performers, Volume 1, 1999. We got Paul Simon, Diamonds on the Sole of Her Shoes, Counting Crows Around Here, Lenny Kravitz, Are You Gonna Go My Way, and Jewel, Who Will Save Your Soul.
Nice.
Next one is Pulp Fiction. Did you say that one?
No, I forgot about Pulp Fiction.
1994.
I had that one too. I used to listen
CD.
to that soundtrack all the time.
You must have sold it. Because I remember, didn't you sell a bunch of CDs and movies?
I really don't listen to CDs anymore. I don't listen at all, actually. Not anymore. I don't, unless I'm in the car.
Yeah.
So
on that Pulp Fiction 1994, we got Dick Dale and his Deltones, Miserloo. Kool and the Gang, Jungle Boogie.
That whole sound I keep forgetting about. I totally forgot about
Al Green, Let's Stay Together.
Of course.
Dusty Springfield, Son of a Preacher Man. And Chuck Berry, You Never Can Tell.
Our nephew was blown away that because in the cars now, you can have like 4, if you have a CD player, you can have 4 is the limit.
In ours.
In ours, you can put 4 in there and keep them in there. We have in rotation just in case because sometimes there's nothing ever on the radio.
Yeah.
And he was blown away by that. I'm like, dude, we used to have like 6 or 7 on like a stereo. I'm like, that's the way we used to listen to music. There was no streaming.
Right. Some of them had those cartridges you could put in like half a dozen.
Yeah.
And you'd put them, if you didn't have them in the front, you could throw them in the back.
That's true, yeah.
In the trunk. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes. Like that.
That's old school, baby.
Because he was asking me, how you doing that? I'm like, what do you mean? And I forgot that he probably never saw that technology.
Yeah. So, and he's what, 22 now?
Yeah.
Dang. Next one is another CD, 15 tracks, Starsky and Hutch. Never saw. I don't think I ever saw the movie.
Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
Okay.
2004.
Okay. I've seen the movie.
And R.I.P. David Soul.
Yeah, R.I.P. David Soul.
Recently passed,
yeah.
Brick Daz. Love that song. Maxine Nightingale, right back where we started
That's
from.
a great song. That's also in the Family Stone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Bill Withers, Use Me. That's on there. Jackson 5, Dancing Machine. The Band, The Wait. That is a great song. Casey and the Sunshine Band, That's the Way I Like It.
Wow.
And the Starland Vocal Band, Afternoon Delight.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess they did. Did they base it in the 70s? Like, they remade it, but it was, I don't think it was modern. I think they based it in the 70s.
That's why they had those. He had the super curly hair band still.
And then Owen Wilson sang very badly that one, Don't Give Up on Us, or whatever that David Soul sang in the
Don't Give Up on Me, Baby.
Yeah. Like, oh. Maybe you should.
Next one is, did you say The Wedding Singer?
God damn it. No!
Well, this is The Wedding Singer Volume 2. I also have the first one, but it's down here.
I used to have the first one of that. Again, see, I didn't...
Wedding Singer Volume 2 CD, 1998. Kaja Gugu, Too Shy. Spandau Ballet, True. Flock of Seagulls, Space Age Love Song. I love that song. I love all these songs so much. Jay Giles Band, Love Stinks.
Did you ever... Yeah. That's a very important part of that movie. Did you ever see the movie?
I did, but I don't remember it.
It's a great movie. I love that
long
movie.
Time.
It's a good movie. If I know a lot of people are kind of like Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler is the least Adam Sandler in this movie. So he might. He doesn't really do like the Water Boy or
not irks me, but
Billy Madison. He's not like that at all.
Yeah, I don't like him in those, but I did like. That's why I was like put off by when I heard he was the voice of the what is that called the cartoon
in Transylvania.
Transylvania. Yeah. But he did great.
Again, he's not doing Adam Sandler.
Right.
He does. Do you ever listen to the original soundtrack? Because that's the one I have.
I have it down here.
Oh, okay.
I also have that one. It's a CD too. Grease, 1991, 24 tracks on this one.
Okay.
1991, if I didn't say, Frankie Valli, Grease, of course. Olivia Newton-John, Hopelessly Devoted to You. Frankie Avalon, Beauty School Dropout.
Wow.
Sha-Na-Na. And then they did a bunch. They must have done a medley. I love Sha-Na-Na, and I saw them live one time. They were awesome. Blue Moon, they did Blue Moon, Rock and Roll is Here to Stay, Hound Dog, Born to Hand Jive, and Tears on My Pillow. So
they, I had that on cassette when I was younger, and then
the Grease
soundtrack, and then when I went into high school and we did choir, we did that song, and you'll see it if you go to my page because I think it's public. My page, my YouTube page, I only have 2 like little videos on there. But It's Raining on Prom Night. It's one of the songs we sang.
Oh my god!
But it's part of. I think they did put it on there in the movie.
Oh,
it was part of. It was in like the background on the radio.
Oh, gotcha.
But in the musical, it's like an actual number. That's
gosh.
part of the musical, like the stage show. I should say.
Gotcha. 14 tracks on this next one. Clueless soundtrack. 1995. Counting Crows, The Ghost in You.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. So that was originally done by, because if we're talking about covers, Psychedelic Furs in 84.
Yep.
Luscious Jackson Here.
Yep.
Love Luscious. We did, and I forgot to talk. I don't think, did I talk about them?
Who?
We talked about music. We might have mentioned them.
I think we might have mentioned them. I don't think we.
Radiohead, Fake Plastic Trees. Like, I love Creep, and I love that song. Coolio Rollin' with My Homies. So.
Yeah, Kids in America when they start at the beginning. That's like the whole. That's like the whole the sequence of the beginning. It's Kids in America.
And then The Wedding Singer, 1997. Presidents of the United States of America. Video Killed a Radio Star.
Oh yeah.
See, that would have been a good cover too. But I didn't even realize.
I completely forgot about that.
Culture Club. Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?
Another part of the
movie. The Smiths. How Soon Is Now. Psychedelic Furs, Love My Way. I think that's the one that was on. Might have been on Pretty in Pink. That's the one I'm thinking. Maybe.
I think on that too. To tell you the truth, it might have been like a kind of a pseudo Psychedelic Furs album. Pretty in Pink.
Oh, okay.
So I think they were the majority. So.
Elvis Costello, Every Day I Write the Book. That's my favorite. Elvis Costello song. New Order, Blue Monday, and Musical Youth. Us, the Duchy. Please the nutty shine. Rules the near shine.
Wow.
With brush. They were showing that the other day. I don't know why, but
the video.
Oh, it wasn't TV. It was, I think. Oh, because I follow this one musical thing on IG, and they talk about past,
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
So, and
past
then
groups.
they started playing that video. So I was like, oh, I love that song. Okay, the next one is MTV Alternative Nation 2, 1998. 19 tracks. Semisonic, Closing Time. Beck, New Pollution. Radiohead, Paranoid Android. Stereophonics, Local Boy in the Photograph.
I think that isn't Alternative Nation like a precursor to 120 Minutes?
I think so. Yeah.
That was like what they had first.
Yeah. Next is I only have 3 more.
Okay.
What was that?
I just thought of one that I remembered, but go on.
Yeah, this is another. The rest, except for the very last one, is a cassette. The next 2 are CDs. 11 tracks on The Commitments, Volume 2.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Oh, that's a great movie too. So this is songs by the movie cast. They do Hard to Handle, Show Me, Land of a Thousand Dances, and Nowhere to Run. Dusk Till Dawn, 18 tracks, 1996. Can you believe that?
Oh, okay. I had to think about it.
Yeah.
Dusk Till Dawn. Oh, okay.
George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
The Mavericks, Foolish Heart, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, Mary Had a Little Lamb, and Tito and Tarantula, After Dark. And then the last one I have is Grosse Point Blank cassette. Violent Femmes, Blister in the Sun, The Clash, Rudy Can't Fail, you said that, Johnny Nash, I Can See Clearly, The Specials, Pressure Drop, Los Fabulosos Cadillacs, El Matador. And I think that's the one when they were playing that Killer Was After Him, that hitman.
Yes, yeah, the hitman. Yeah. At the school? At the reunion? Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. Grosse Point Blank. Highly recommend that movie.
That's a great movie. Yeah,
that is a great movie.
Recommend movies, yeah.
Yeah.
Because not all soundtrack, like that one American Wax.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Hot Wax, duh.
Yeah.
Albums. I was like, duh.
Yeah.
That makes more sense
Kids,
now to me.
I think they should teach that to kids in school, or show it. Or at least play the soundtracks and talk about, this Alan Freed, he coined rock and, the term rock and roll and all that, so and a lot of them too got their hits from African American
music,
and singers, so
down south, all that stuff.
So
I was gonna say they had I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, because like I said, our nephew was like barely knew about the CD stuff. It's like, they don't know anything about the history.
Yeah.
My other soundtrack that I remember that I used to listen to all the time was a Saturday morning cartoon soundtrack. Do you remember that soundtrack?
No.
Saturday morning cartoons, but it was all done by different groups. So it was like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You by Matthew Sweet.
Gotcha.
Banana Splits by Liz Phair.
Oh my gosh.
That was a really good one. I think the Ramones did Spider-Man.
Oh gosh. I think I remember that. Yeah.
Spider-Man. I have it upstairs somewhere in my thing. Who was the other one that I used to what's her name? Tanya Donley and Juliana Hatfield did Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't remember their name. Is it Flaming Lips?
Flaming Lips was a...
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know who they are, but I can't remember if it was them or someone else I'm thinking of. Or am I thinking of the Lemonheads? Someone did a good version of...
probably the Lemonheads.
Yeah, but
maybe
I think
both.
It might be the... Yeah, I don't remember. But it was the...
You should look it up.
The one from...
Hold on, she's going to look it up.
Yeah. All right, I found it. It's Saturday morning cartoons greatest hits mostly from the 60s and 70s, the cartoons. Performed by alternative rock artists, released in 95 on LP, cassette, and CD.
Okay.
Peaked at 67 on the Billboard 200. Didn't know that. And then also came a promotional album including a comic book from Marvel Comics.
Oh.
And a music video collection hosted by Drew Barrymore. I do remember watching that.
Oh.
It was on Cartoon Network.
Okay. What are some of the songs?
Okay, so we got the Tra-La-La song, One Banana, Two Banana. That's Liz Phair and Material Issue. Go-Go Speed Erasure by Sponge. Sugar Sugar from the Archie Show. Mary Lou Lord with Semisonic. Okay. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Matthew Sweet. Juliana Hatfield, Tanya Donley, Josie and the Pussycats. Collective Soul did the Bugaloos. Butthole Surfers did Underdog.
Oh, gosh.
Helmet did Gigantor, which actually I kind of like that song, the way they did it. Ramones, the Spider-Man from Spider-Man. Sorry. This is the one. Open Up Your Heart and Let the Sunshine In from the Flintstones was done by Frente.
Oh, Frente.
Yes.
I forgot about Frente. They were good.
And then the one I was thinking of was not either of the Flaming Lips and whatever. It was Violent Femmes. Did Eep Op Ork from the Jetsons.
What was it?
Shut up. And then the Toadies did
Toadies.
Ghoulie Get Together from the Groovy Ghoulies.
The Groovy Ghoulies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Sublime did Hung Hung Fooey.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Those are just some of the ones that I really
I'll put those on the
yeah.
playlist. So
if you can find them, sometimes they're hard to find on the thingy. So
okay. Well, that's a wrap for this time.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Catch you later and catch the link to the playlist in the description. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.